And welcome to the UMass Dartmouth softball field on the campus of UMass Dartmouth. This afternoon, we have a softball doubleheader for Little East Conference action. It's an LEC conference matchup with the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs hosting the UMass Boston Beacons. This is Sal Lopez on the call today for the LEC Network, and welcome to the broadcast. The pitch to Melchionda, swing and a miss, strike three. It's a strikeout recorded on the mound by Caitlin Shershak for UMass Dartmouth. This is Lauren Miner, who is up now, the sophomore playing third base today from Millbury, Massachusetts. Miner drives it, able to find Green down the left field line, and she scores an RBI, sending home Tilbury. First run of the game by the Beacons with Lauren Miner, right down the left field line with an RBI. 3-2, ground ball, Takashugi. Off to the shortstop to throw across the diamond. Beats it out easily, though, with her speed to get on board on first via a single. First and second now. No outs as this brings up Emma Talpe to the plates. Talpe tags the pitch. Off to the left side. The throw to home plate. And that's an easy tag apply for the out as Takasugi got thrown out at home. Advancing to third is Rodas, and advancing over to second is Talpe. She's allowing opposing batters to just the 134 batting average as well for Melchionda. That's the lowest, on track for the lowest batting average allowed to opponents in program history for a UMass Boston individual pitcher during the history of the program. Missing outside in the pitch, throw down back to second. Runner goes, the throw to home plate. Tried to get around the tag, and she is safe. The Corsairs strike with a run across the board, sneaking around the tag, diving in safely around it with Deanna Rodas. Bree Melchionda recorded a season-high 12 strikeouts in the victory over Bridgewater State this season. Also another 12 strikeout game in a win over WestCon. 2-2 pitch. Ground ball, middle to infield. And no throw. The throw to home plate, though. Tag applied and out at home. But an RBI to bring home right before that with a runner from third coming in home. Able to score for the Corsairs. Melchionda with a 3-2. Lions lays off of it. That's ball four. An RBI. A run scores for the Corsairs. Coming from third to home with Pisons. And the score now is 3-1 for UMass Dartmouth. A lot of recent successes a program for the Corsairs. For their softball program last year, they won their first ever Little East Conference tournament in program history in 2023. They also appeared in their third ever NCAA tournament in program history, their first NCAA tournament since 1990. Ground ball off to the shortstop. The throw to third, not in time, safe. They were looking to go to the fielder's choice, but the Corsairs once again able to beat it out with their speed. And that was Rodas who was able to slide in safely, resulting in another RBI to make the score 4-1. Shershak with a 3-2 pitch to Melchionda. High fly ball hangs up in left field. And it's dropped by the left fielder. Jill Walsh drops the fly ball. That will score one as Melchionda gets on to second. Lauren Miner with 14 games that she has tallied with at least a hit entering this weekend's doubleheader. 8 multi-hit games. The 3-2 pitch to Miner. Check swing. Did she hold it back? Home plate umpire sends it off to the field umpire. Field umpire says, yes, she did. It's strike number 3. Looking to strike out, decide in order. After letting the first 2 base runners on board, this ball gets driven. Diving catch. And is fielded for the out right down the line by Takasugi in the right field on a diving grab to close out the inning. Silva hit her first collegiate home run with a career-high 3 RBIs, scoring a run against Johnson & Wales on April 10th. 2-0 in her favor right now. The pitch, ground ball, chopped to the shortstop. The throw across the diamond. Put out recorded, but that will bring home an RBI. That Farmingdale State win back on spring break, the last game for the Corsairs on spring break, was their best win all season long, a 2-1 victory. Farmingdale State is undefeated. They enter this weekend in the Skyline Conference. They won 10 straight games in a row. Wild pitch goes off the catcher's mitt, and at least the run scored with a stolen base running from third to home. The Corsairs tack on another run. Melchionda high and outside on the pitch, missing the mark, and she came into the game only allowing 7 total runs this season. through 11 appearances and 10 total starts. Today, she allows her 6th run right now at the bottom of the 5th inning. This ball gets driven deep to the outfield at the warning track, and it's dropped by the right fielder, Amari English. Out there right, and that will be another run that comes across the plate for the Corsairs. Currently, they're in a 4-game winning streak since April 13th. Richland drives it to right center field, rounding second, heading on the third, heading home, and that'll be an RBI with a triple by Sophie Richland. UMass Boston came into this game with a 20-6 record, tied for the same amount of wins that they had as a program last year when they finished 20-21 overall. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Shershak records the strikeout on the mound as she retires. Minor, the batter, and that's now Shershak's 7th strikeout recorded today. Shershak with a 1-2. Bethea drives it up the middle, able to find Green for a base hit single. Good piece of hitting right there by Lauren Bethea, the senior designated player from Springfield, Massachusetts. Both of these teams able to spoil off the pitches. Here we go. Shershak. The 3-2 pitch to Sawyer with bases loaded. Sawyer, pop fly into infield. Diving, other throw to second. Safe as second. The throw to third. And the tag applied. That'll be an out. So down to their final out. A run did score though off the RBI. So 7-4 now is the score, and this brings up Sophie Richland to the plate. Ground ball to the shortstop. Bobbled. Richland gonna have to tag the runner. Going back to the base. There's 2 base runners here at second, and the tag applied, and she is out. And that's how we close out the game as UMass Boston with a base running blunder to close out the game as they had 2 base runners on second base. And a tag applied by Pisons to close out the game. 7-4 the final score in game number 1 today of Little East Conference action between UMass Dartmouth and UMass Boston. This afternoon we have a softball matchup here between the UMass Dartmouth Corsairs hosting the UMass Boston Beacons. This is Sal Lopez on the call today, once again for the LEC Network, and welcome back to the broadcast. This is game 2 of today's doubleheader action in Little East Conference play. UMass Dartmouth took game number 1 earlier this afternoon, 7-4. 3-1 now the count in favor of Haley Tilbury, the batter. She's got 14 games with at least a hit this season entering today's action. Tilbury drives it, a laser right past the shortstop as she is on board looking to stretch it out to a double to throw. Not in time over to second, and Tilbury stretches it out to 2 bags for the Beacons. Corsairs starting to catch fire right now with their team. Previous 15 games, they have a 13-2 record dating back to March 19th, over a month ago. And they've been strong against opponents from their region where they have a 14-2 record against opponents from the New England region. Ground ball shoots right past the third base side, and that's a base hit single to start off the inning with Haley lines for the Corsairs. Sherry with a 2-2 pitch to Matos. Fires it in there for a called strike 3. Got out to a 14-2 start, the best start in program history. Ground ball, third base side, to throw. Across the diamond, retires the batter. A 1 pitch, 1 out. Raylan Perigo records the putouts. They're 14-2 against opponents from New England this season. For the Corsairs, the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts to the mound recorded by Jacqueline Sherry to close out the inning for the Beacons. Another solid victory by UMass Boston over Lycoming College of Pennsylvania on spring break on March 15th. They have a record of 13-8. And then they swept Bridgewater State 8-3 and 11-3. Bridgewater State was 2 games above 500 with a 15-13 record entering this weekend. So they had 4 victories over opponents with a winning record. A beauty of a bunt drop down for the Beacons. And they got a runner trapped in between the throw down to second. Tag applied. And she's safe. Turley. The 3-2 pitch to Perone. Ground ball. Left side of the infield. A tag to the bag simultaneously. And the base runner safe. Lions with a hit today. Looking to see if they can finally break through in this game for the Corsairs. She has the lone hit today for UMass Dartmouth. Perfect 1-for-1 her first time up. Pitch missed down, runner goes, sliding into second, safely in there with a stolen base with Talpe. Opportunity to see if she can send one to the outfield. She has a sacrifice fly as well this season. No outs. The 3-2 pitch. Perigo ground ball. Left side of the infield, a throw across the diamond. Put out recorded, but an RBI. Perigo advances Talpe from third to home. It's the first run scored of the game. UMass Dartmouth leads 1-0. 1-1 pitch. Pop fly. Down the right field line, and it's dropped. That's in fair territory. The runner heads to the plate. She scores. That's going to be an RBI. So heads up base running there by Dantos. Scoring the run as it was dropped down the right field line in fair territory. One shutout victory by the Corsairs this season. That was on the road at Wheaton College, 5-0 in Norton on March 22nd. Their best pair of road wins that they had this season. This ball gets smoked up the middle off the bat. A Liv Matos runner. Rounding second, heading on the third. The base runners on the corners now for the Corsairs. This ball gets driven off the bat of Tilbury all the way to the warning track as it skips all the way to the outfield fence. Tilbury will stretch it out to a two-bag double. Second double of the game by Haley Tilbury for the Beacons. Lions, good job to wait on that pitch. They will look to see if they can turn two for the Beacons. And they will. UMass Boston turns the double play. 5-4-3 double play by the Beacons to close out the fifth inning. For UMass Boston, they've only been shut out once. That was a road game at Rhode Island College where they lost 8-0. 1-0 pitch. Sherry drives it and is caught on a laser. Raylan Perigo catches it for the final out of the inning. Jacqueline Sherry also looking to see if she can pitch the complete game here for the Beacons. The pitch by Sherry. Men's opposite field. Drives it. Gets past the right fielder as well. Rounding third. Heading home is Perigo. Men's right behind. Onto third with a triple. And a run scores. Makes the score 3-0 for the Corsairs. Flared. In the gap. That will score Men's. Throw to the plate, not in time. Throw to second. Tag applied. The base runner safe. So Liv Mato is able to flare it. The shallow outfield brings home another RBI. The next home series for UMass Dartmouth will be on Saturday at 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. hosting the University of Southern Maine, which has had an excellent season as well. 17-9 overall record. This ball gets flared towards the right side of the infield, and it's caught for the outs by Talpe. Down to the final out of this game right now. UMass Dartmouth looking for their second shutout recorded as a team this season. UMass Boston's upcoming schedule looks like this. The Beacons will have 6 straight home games this upcoming week. They will host Keene State on Tuesday in a conference doubleheader at 3 and 5 p.m. Next non-conference series, the Beacons will host Nichols College on Thursday at 3 and 5 p.m. And they'll be back at home against Framingham State on Saturday at 12 and 2. The putouts across the diamond as the Corsairs pick up the victory and they sweep UMass Boston this afternoon as UMass Dartmouth takes game number 2. The final score 4-0.